What's up guys, it's Ian here, back today with another video, and today I've got another product review video. Got these Iron Mind Captain of Crush grippers. I got the trainer number 1 and number 2. I'm gonna open up this box and test them out, see which ones I'm able to close and unable to close. Let's see how it is. So we got the number 2, got the trainer, got the number 1. I'm gonna start off by opening the trainer and the number 1, see if I can close both of these. If I can, I guess we're gonna go up to the number 2. So first impression, seems like a very sturdy product. The trainer model is actually pretty hard to close. I can close it. It's pretty challenging though, so it's actually harder on the left hand. So yeah, this one's already pretty hard. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the number 1 model. Let's see if I can close the number 1. Alright, looks like I can't close the number 1, so we're gonna keep the number 2 in the packaging until I'm able to close this one. Once I'm able to close this one for reps, then I'll open up the number 2. Looking like I'm somewhere between trainer and number 1. At least I know for point of reference where I stand. We're gonna practice with the trainer one, probably sets of 10 to 20 in that rep range. Maybe in a few weeks, be able to close this number 1 model. And then eventually try it out with the number 2 model. Aside from the difficulty level of using these 2 items right here, trainer and number 1, I think they're very well built for the price. I think it's pretty good value. They seem like they'll last a long time. Pretty happy with it overall. Looking forward to strengthening my grip. It's an eventual goal of mine to be able to do a one-armed chin-up, and I know that grip is a bit of a limiting factor. If your body senses that your hand hold is unstable or your grip is a limiting factor, it will limit the force production from the muscles that you want to recruit, and that's essentially going to prevent you from completing the exercise that you're looking to complete. Training your grip, training your forearms is going to be very useful in terms of progressing and achieving some of the more difficult exercises and progressions that may be limited by your grip, such as a high deadlift, one-arm chin-ups, anything else that's really demanding on grip work. This is going to be a useful tool for that. So it seems like a pretty good product. A lot of reviews out there already on it. One of the main reasons I was interested in these grip trainers is that I noticed that my single arm hang time from one hand was a lot shorter with the left hand than it was with the right hand. And also on the one arm chin-ups, I can get about halfway up on the right arm. On the left arm, I can't even really get out of the bottom. I was curious to see if this was purely a grip issue or if it was the bicep or the lat, some other upper back muscle. After trying out these grip trainers, I've realized that my grip on the left hand seems to be marginally weaker. Definitely gotta train the grip on both hands to try to shore up those weaknesses. Hopefully that will lead to stronger attempts on the one arm chin-ups and all of the related progressions. Now, a lot of the reviews online say that the knurling on these is really aggressive and it'll tear up your hands and stuff. I could imagine that if you did a lot of repetitions, but honestly, the knurling here is not even as aggressive as a standard barbell. Your average barbell at a commercial gym probably has more aggressive knurling than these, and if you get like a dedicated bar with super aggressive knurling, such as some of the Rogue bars, some other custom bars that I've seen at certain more high-end gyms, those types of bars are going to be way rougher than this. So if you've been exposed to knurled barbells in the past, this is not going to be a very rough product. But if your hands are very smooth and never really lifted, I could see why people would say that this is hard on the skin. I don't perceive it to be very tough knurling. Maybe somebody would, depending on how conditioned your hands are to holding rough surfaces. So anyways, pretty high quality fit and finish. The knurling isn't really as aggressive as some people online say it is, so I don't think there's any reason to get the smooth version of this if you already have some experience lifting weights and you're used to kind of rough surfaces. I don't think this is going to be a big deal. The knurling is not that aggressive. Seems well constructed. Hopefully this will help me shore up my forearm imbalances. I'll give you guys a follow-up review once I'm able to close the number 1 model, and then we'll see how far away I am from closing number 2. Once I can close number 1 for at least a few reps, then I'll go ahead and open up the packaging on the number 2 model and try that out. But until I can close the number 1, kind of pointless to open up the number 2. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, found it useful. Maybe it'll give you some feedback on which models that you would want to order. For point of reference, my heaviest weighted chin-up is about 100 pounds added at 140 pounds body weight, so that's about 240 pounds. Heaviest deadlift I've done is about 315 or so. I haven't been training the deadlift too much recently. Maybe that's why my forearms are a bit weaker. I think for the vast majority of people, you're going to be able to handle a lot more weight in a deadlift than you can in a weighted chin-up in terms of total system weight being transferred through the hands and wrists. So I think the deadlift is the biggest indicator of your hand strength with these things. Hopefully that provides some point of reference based on your past deadlift numbers, which models you'd order. I think if you're deadlifting over 400, maybe you can already close the number 1 model, and if you're deadlifting 500 or 600 pounds, you can probably close the number 2 model. Those are just the general numbers that I've heard out there, and this is obviously without straps, just deadlifting, holding the weight in your hands. So hopefully that was useful. Let me know what you'd like to see me review in the next video, and I will talk to you soon.